Hey everybody, it's Mike from Fishing the Mid-South, and today we're going to create a camera holder out of PVC for boats and kayaks. So this is one I've already put together. The parts you're going to need, I used 1-inch PVC. You could use 3/4. I used 1-inch because I wanted some good rigidity in it. Depending on your use, you may want to go with this method where you've got a threaded coupling and then a female coupling as well. That's for the kayak. You'll want a 3-way T. You'll want 2 caps and an elbow. You may also want to get another elbow, and I'll discuss that for you here in just a second. So I was looking around YouTube, as you may assume, trying to find a good camera mount. And I've got 2 use cases. One is the boat and one is the kayak. Well, for this one, this is the one for the kayak, if I can take all the pieces apart. And what I wanted this for, so this piece is going to mount into the track system on the kayak. And I've got a little wing nut there. So I could put this in, tighten it down really well to the kayak. Now, yes, I could have just used a push connector like these other end caps, like these, just push on. But I am really worried about losing the camera. I've already had it fall in the water once. And that was because I was using a selfie stick that had a threaded 1/4 inch on the bottom, and, well, the glue or whatever at the bottom came loose and the 1/4 inch adapter stayed, and the selfie stick with my camera went overboard. Fortunately, it was attached to a USB cable and I got it back. So this way, this will go on the kayak, kind of stay there, and then this I can go ahead and screw on. Okay, I've not glued everything together on this yet, although it's often hard to take apart until you don't want it to come apart. So there's that. This is probably too long. I'll find out, and so that's why I haven't glued everything together yet. So what Scotty did, him and his buddy, is they actually, so on top of this piece they mounted like so, and then came out with a piece, did an elbow on this side and an elbow on this side, and that gives it kind of a better weight balance. And their use case was they would have a camera pointing forward and a camera pointing back, so they could use both at the same time. I don't really need that setup. And I was like, well, I can save a little bit of money, not have to buy a second elbow if I do it like this. And because it's 1-inch PVC, even though it, it does have more weight on one side, it's not going to bend, which again is why I went with the 1-inch PVC. Now, what's really cool about this, so you take these caps, you poke a 1/4 inch hole in there, use a 1/4 inch drill bit, put a bolt, and then tighten this nut down. And if you get the chance, it's always good to have a bunch of stainless steel 1/4 inch nuts, especially if you have a tracker boat that has the VersaTrack system, because 1/4 inch is how the VersaTrack system works. You have you put carriage bolts in the track system, and then you can pretty much mount anything you want on the track system. So you want to tighten this one down as much as you can, and then you want to put another nut on here. Like, well, why do you want that nut on there? That way, when you put a piece like this, or this is a camera mount, if you want to use a phone mount, then of course it's a little different. You can then come back and tighten this against that piece, and that way it doesn't turn on you. So it gives you that friction, kind of pinches the threads a little bit. So that's why you put the second one on there. And I believe I got these in 1-inch length. So that's the length that I use there. You can also pick up some stainless steel 1/4 inch stainless steel washers. Always good to have as well. Now, one of the problems that I have with my phone, I had cameras and everything else, but I do use this DJI Mic Mini, so it's on my body, not the camera, right? So, I found this fan and I had ordered it, and it's nice. It's got a 3 different speeds on it, wherever the button is. Here we go. It's rechargeable. And this will keep your camera cool even in direct sunlight. Well, cool enough anyway. So it has one of those little slide locks, like, like some picture hangers have, the bigger hole and then the smaller, it's kind of keyhole shaped. Well, I went ahead and put on one of those washers and the nut and have it facing the camera. So when I put the camera on here, put the cap on, right? Then it's going to be blowing at the camera. Now, like I said, this is the Kayak version. Well, with the boat, I don't need that. What I can do on the boat is, again, we talked about that VersaTrack system. So I, what do you call it? Drilled out the hole on this. This is it's a 2-piece clamp for conduit, and then this little guy tightens up if you have any slack in there. So I originally tried to use this for a different purpose with a smaller diameter, so I've got some tape on there that, anyway, it'll need to come off. But put this around here, put 2 4x20 screws through here, 1 through each side, and then tighten down your wing nuts. And you can put this literally anywhere where you have the track system. So you can move it forward, you can move it aft, you can move it left, right, side by side, all that fun stuff. And then, like I said, if there's still a little bit of slack in here, you can tighten this little bolt up to remove that slack. Let's see. So another option here is if you wanted to reverse these and put the fan over on this side. And what this will do for you is, so let's say you've got it mounted on the starboard side of the boat, right? So you're all the way on the track over here. Well, you can then move this. You can even create a longer arm if you wanted to kind of get more of a center shot in the boat coming back, right? As opposed to coming from one side. So there's a lot of different options that are available here. This is just kind of a basic how to get started. So again, 4x20 nuts and bolts and washers, because everything with camera systems uses a 4x20 thread. Use stainless steel and all that fun stuff. Now, I don't care that it's open on the bottom, because you can, of course, run a USB cable up through here. Maybe, open up some holes here, like a kind of route out a little piece here or over here, so the cable could come out and attach. Another thing that you can do, if I can find it, it's right here somewhere. These little guys came off of Amazon. So the fan and these little guys from Amazon, and I think I got the nuts and washers from there too. I will leave a link to my store in the description if you want to pick those up. So this is, it says it's waterproof, whatever. So this piece flips up, okay? And it goes from 12-volt battery, converts it to USB. So you've got one USB-C and USB-A and 2 USB-Cs, and then this button in the bottom, it's a power button, so you turn it on and off. So that way you can run this to a small auxiliary battery, or if you want to run it to your main battery, or however you want to do that, you've got USB ports. And it's something, you can only mount 1 screw to it if you wanted to keep it upright. If you want to turn it sideways, of course you could put 2. And you can mount it somewhere on here if you want to use shorter cables. There's a lot of possibilities on this. And the big thing is, make sure once you get it the way you want it, glue all your connections. If you aren't ready to glue it yet, but You want the security of it not coming loose? Drill some holes like right here, here, here. Run you a little wood screw or sheet metal screw through there, just so you've got the two pieces held together. And that way, you know, like I say, I think this is going to be too tall for my kayak as it sits. I may end up actually having it, you know, cut from here and up. I just don't know. I'm going to have to get on the kayak with it and see. So that's why I haven't put everything together and glued it up. So that is just an idea on how to create a PVC camera holder for your boat. Again, with the 1-inch PVC, I figure if I'm going up and down the lake, bouncing around, I don't have to worry about it. Again, I've got 2 screws that are going to be holding it in the VersaTrack system, so I don't have to worry about it wobbling back and forth. What Scotty did, yes. So Scotty's boat didn't have the VersaTrack system, or he didn't use it, one or two. You can get these galvanized tube straps, and this way you could attach it to any wood on the boat, any metal, however you want to do that. And basically it's a little clamp that goes around the side and then has ears on it so it holds it in place. I will leave a link to the Fun Fishing Adventures video where it kind of inspired me on this. If you want to go check that out. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. There is an Amazon store link in the description, and there's also a link if you've never registered on PC Fun's website and you'd like to order some PC Fun reels. You can get a $25 off $70 coupon, and when you use that, it also gets me a $25 off coupon. So it's for first-time people only. If you've already ordered on there, and I think even if you've already registered on their website, it doesn't work. But also when buying PC Fun equipment, also check Amazon. Sometimes Amazon's cheaper. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys on the next one. Have a great one.